It's that time. Factsman Friday. I'm here. Notice the shave. Look at that. Look at that shit right there. I normally go for my shaves on Tuesday. Get a shave and a haircut once a week. Get a good shave. But I decided today because Tuesday I wasn't, and I was in an 8-hour fucking poker game today. Look at that. Yeah. Same. I got a bunch of them now. I was gonna wear the red one today, but I decided to represent. We're gonna get. I understand that we're getting the patch home with the Factsman on it. So off the bat, I noticed Factsman Friday. We'll have some stuff for you. Very unprepared today. Like I say, since about 7 o'clock this morning, I was playing cards, playing poker, and then I realized, oh my god, at 3 o'clock, I got to pick up my daughter at school, and I got to go get my shave, and then I think I got a show to do tonight, or today, because God forbid I do a fucking show that I don't get paid for, to leave a poker game that was very fucking good. But what do? You know, the crosses we bear. So yeah, if you guys have some questions, let me look at some of these on games and stuff like that. Nice money for coffee. Yeah, it was pretty good. I was a little upset early. I went to bed and I saw that the game I had the over on, and it was kind of ironic because I when I initially did the show for Wednesday, I had bet over 55.5 in that silly Northern Illinois game, and that was what it was, Northern Illinois, and then it went up to 58. So now I can't give the game out because I don't want to. I don't want to give a bad line. 55.5 to 58, and then it went to 57, 56. So then at 56, I said, okay, we're okay at 56 because I had 55.5, and the fucker fell 57. You know, you never know. Lafayette +4. That's right. I don't know. Lafayette is Don. Lafayette's a crazy team. You don't know which team you're going to get. I think Troy's better, obviously. If Troy plays good, they cover 4, but I don't know. Louisiana sometimes score a lot of points, and then sometimes they just can't move the ball. They're really tough to figure out. Can you tell us how you handicap a game in the beginning? I guess I could do that. Let me see if there's any other questions I need to answer first, Kevin. Let me scroll up. I don't know how to do this fucking scroll up thing. All right, so Walking Miracles, Vikings, minus. We'll get into that one, I promise you. It's gonna be one of my games. Kevin, I kill you. Thank you. It's my job to kill you. Okay, so where's I hate this fucking scroll thing because I can't see the comments. So I just got to keep scrolling down. Wait a minute. Calm down. Don't get all excited. Now I'm losing my comment thing. This is like a runaway mouse. It's kind of like jerking off with like hand cream. You know, you can't get a good grip. And for some reason, I can't get a good grip. Not that I jerk off with hand cream, but I heard people do. So I'm just passing along the message. Come on, scroll down to all these new comments. That's what I want. Okay, now here we go. All right, yeah. So on that game, I really don't have an opinion. The poker table was okay. Yeah, I mean, for me to stay that long, obviously, I had a bunch of people that were, fucking didn't know how to play. So yeah, I decided to play. So I did okay. Should have never left, but market's going good. Bolivar Maria, tell me that's a song, I'm guessing. All right, so to tell you a quick story, and then we'll get into that. This is what we're gonna do today. I got my NFL Sundays. I got a Saturday morning thing I want to discuss about tennis. We got football tonight. We're gonna get involved with that. Some teasers, a Pepto Bismol upset special. We're gonna cover all the bases. But so speaking of poker, I'm playing poker, and then I gotta pee really, really bad. So I go to the bathroom, and they have these bathroom attendants. Like they have these a lot in casinos, where you got the dude that's standing there that has like the Brute or Aqua Velva or like a fucking shot of mouthwash, and he puts $2 or $3 in a dish, thinking you're gonna give him something. I mean, I'm not using shit that other people use, and plus I'm not gonna take a whore's bath after fucking playing poker for 8 hours and throw some deodorant or some fucking aqua velva on, fuck that. So it was really odd. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Dustin. I appreciate it. Um, uh, so as I'm walking out, the guy stops me and he says, "Excuse me, don't you wash your hands after you pee?" So I looked at him and I was like, "No, I normally do, right?" But for some strange reason, I was like, I haven't eaten. My sugar level was high. I was amped up from playing poker, and so I looked at him and I said, "Pal, one thing you need to understand: I wash my hands before I touch my dick, not after." I said, because when I want to touch my dick, I want to make sure it's fucking clean. So yeah, I don't wash my dick after I piss. I don't wash my hands after I piss. I wash it before. He looked at me like I was crazy. Then he said, "You know what? You should maybe start learning some better hygiene." I said, "Okay, look." I pulled out a shitload of orange chips, $1,000 chips, and I said, "You smell piss and shit for a living. For 300 fucking dollars a week, you sit here and you inhale piss and clean balls, and then you got to wipe the cock hairs off and the little fucking, and you're telling me about hygiene? Are you fucking kidding me?" And like, I got kind of offended. But was I wrong saying that? I mean, I wasn't wrong, right? The fuck is this guy? I mean, I'm a fucking run pure sports guy. You don't fucking say that to me. I'm a fucking legend. I mean, run pure sports. I mean, that's like fucking Amazon. Okay, that's what I do. I work for Uncle Dunkle. You know what kind of fucking pride that is? That's a lot of pride. And here he's insulted my pride. Fuck him. Fuck him and his mother on Easter. How do you like that? Speaking of Easter, well, I want to get this out of the way too. This whole Kyrie Irving thing. All these guys ask me about, what do I watch the TV or these fucking talk shows? Stephen A. Smiths and all these guys. No, I mean, I don't. Here's what I don't get. He's the dumbest motherfucker in the face of the earth. But on one hand, if you're allowed to say anything you want, if we have freedom of speech in this country, then he don't owe a motherfucker an apology, right? But I do get the fact that, he's a public figure and he's a nut. But it's like the guy from the Clippers said the N-word. It took his fucking team away. Fucking $1 billion. Saying one bad word. Could you imagine what they take away from me for the shit that I say? I ain't one that drops racial bombs, nothing like that. I'm not saying I never have, but I don't do it. I do it with like my friends. We joke, most like black friends or Asian friends or whatever. But I mean, this guy doesn't get nothing. I mean, the guy, the basketball player for the Bulls that beat the fuck out of his wife, he got a $500 fine. It was $500 fine or $1,000 fine. That's it. I mean, man, to be an athlete, you get away with murder. Thank you, John, for agreeing with me. You're right. That's right. John agrees with me. You fucking before you pee, you wash your hands, not after. That's silly. Handicap. Could you tell us how you handicap a game from the beginning, Kevin? It's really hard. It's a difficult situation to discuss. I guess I'm old school, but I'm more of an eye test kind of. And then I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you one of my games now to give you an example. Okay, I'm going to give you one of the games I'm using this weekend. So we can kind of just go into one at a time, and I'll kind of show you this. So on Saturday, right? I'll give you a game for Saturday, right? I'm a Virginia guy. I usually do something with them all the time, on or against them. So Virginia was a 7.5 point underdog all week against North Carolina. The line's now 7. That's kind of fucking odd how a team who's about to win the ACC, their conference, they're controlling their destiny to go to the playoff game in the ACC. North Carolina, a 7-point favorite, the total is 61. So I just want you to think about this for a second. If the total is 61, the projected score that the traders, let's call them traders, because they're not odds makers no more, they're fucking traders. Fucking stupid terminology we're not using. The line makers, the odds makers, right? Fucking traders. Anyway, so the projected score would be 34-27, 61 7-point spread. That's the case. Well, how do you make that score 34-27 if you're trying to nail the total in the game when Virginia, here's their last 8 games. They scored 12, 16, 17, 17, 20, 16, and 3. Okay. They have scored, and they were 2-6 during that span, 101 points in 7 fucking games. Okay. That's 14 points a game. How do you make the total 61? So you're making a total 61 for 2 reasons. Either you think that Virginia somehow is going to find a miracle way to score. Now, I get it. North Carolina's defense isn't good. But this is the worst offense they have played all year. This would be their worst offensive team they played all year. Or the traders are going to figure North Carolina is going to score a bunch of points. Now, why would they think North Carolina is going to score a bunch of points? Let's see. I mean, they average 42 points a game against better teams. The fucking quarterback's got 29 touchdown passes. I don't think the fucking team, Virginia, has 29 total touchdowns. They might not even have close to that. I mean, North Carolina's going to score points. They always do. And they're going to score a bunch of them. So I look at that and I say, okay, there has to be a reason. And I start realizing that the handicappers, the people that are selling picks, they're always selling picks on games that you wouldn't be betting on. So these TV these infomercials on the radio and these shows on TV, everybody's playing what they call the against the public play. Because yeah, I guess North Carolina would be a public play. Why? Because they're a better fucking team. That's why. It's not a public play. It's what your eyes see and what the record shows. So you'll see a lot of people use Virginia. Because here's the deal. If I was to sell you picks, right, and I said, hey, bet North Carolina against Virginia, you're going to say to me, what the fuck? I was going to bet that one anyway. I mean, tell me something I don't know. But if I was to tell you bet Virginia, I know something that you don't know, and Virginia somehow wins, I'm a hero. Hey, how do I get the Factsman's picks? How much does it cost? I don't care. I got MasterCard, Visa, Discover, Amex, Exxon, Citgo. I got them all, even Nordstrom's and Starbucks. How do I pay you, Mr. Factsman? Goes, that was a great call. So wins and losses are going to come, but it's the games that they pick to show you that, hey, I'm different. I'm against what everybody else. Everybody loses but me. So they always use the games that don't make sense. Clemson -3.5 against Notre Dame. Don, get on that game too. We're going to discuss that in a minute or two, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, Virginia cannot. Iowa, the ACC, John, the worst. They can't fucking score. They really are bad. They just cannot score. And I don't want to blame them. I like their quarterback. He's got no weapons, and their offensive coordinator, their head coach, the guy that came from Clemson. I mean, he was good at Clemson because you got fucking 5-star athletes there. I mean, you don't have them at Virginia. So, I mean, I kind of look at a couple of things that I do that's different than most. I don't like letting bad teams take my money. I did not bet the Monday night game last night, and I gave you guys the Thursday night game. I'm never going to lay 14 points, in an NFL game. I'm never going to do it at home when on the road, and I'm never going to do it midweek. And I can't bet the Texans. I can't let a bad team take my money. I just can't do that. So sometimes you just got to say, hey, I pass. And that's what you do. So a lot of what I do is I don't get as technical as my son. My son creates scenarios, which I think are good, but the scenarios have to play out. I don't have time for that nonsense. North Carolina -7 on Saturday. You can, if you want to buy it to 6.5 and lay an extra 15 cents, if you think it's a close, you can do that. But I don't see no reason why they're all of a sudden going to just not show up against a team that doesn't score. They're going to put their points up, and Virginia's going to fucking be in trouble because they're going to have to pass. So yeah, North Carolina will be one of my plays for this week, -7 against Virginia. So mark that one down. We can get rid of that one. So let's talk about, you want to know about handicapping games? Let's go to tonight. It's Friday, right? Duke is playing Boston College. I bet well, first of all, let me just tell you a quick thing that happened while I was at the MGM today. I had a voucher on some kind of a push, like a round robin or something that I get 3 out of 4 or something. I forgot. Well, there's a win, a loss, a push, or whatever. So I had like a $240 voucher that came out. And I'm not going to the fucking waiting for the sports book to open the cash in. So I just put it in the kiosk. So I made a parlay today. I figured, fuck it, at 240. So that's what I did. Not a lot of money. It's just the point. Let's see if you guys can see this. Took first half Duke minus 5.5. I took first half Connecticut minus 8. I took Rune against Alcaraz. I liked him to win the whole fucking tournament. I got him at plus 175, which I actually won because he won the first set, and that fucking Alcaraz wouldn't let him go 2 more points in the tiebreaker. He was ready. He just decided to quit like a pussy. But that's fine with me. I get paid on it. And I got Troyes in the French Soccer League. So they're pending now, but that's not bad. 4,500 for $240. I'm just gonna need Duke and UConn tonight. So obviously, I got Duke and UConn. So the reason why I like Duke against Boston College is they can start fast. They tend to, they tend to. I have a better chance of them covering 6 at the half than them covering like fucking 10.5 or 11 or whatever it is during the game. Because I'm aware I desperately hate backdoor touchdowns. I fucking hate them. So I think 2 field goals. I like that. As far as UConn goes, same thing. I think they normally score early, which basically I think will give me a 7-0 lead. Now I got to cover 8 against a UMass team who fucking sucks. I gotta like the fact that that if I score first, I'll be able to win by double digits at the half. So I did not, I'm not saying I don't like them for the game. The problem that you guys are going to have right now is you're going to say, okay, great. Facts. I see Duke 5.5. That's a good number. -1, was it -110? Okay. But you guys are going to see it maybe 7 because I hear it's like 6.5 and 7 now. I got to act quick. That's why I do it. I'm going to Duke -4.5. Let's cash Factsman. You got it -4.5. You always have a different line, Don. You always have like the greatest lines in the world. It's crazy. But hey, good luck to you. Yeah, John. Here's the thing. At Bookmaker where I play, there's no action on that match. But at Caesars and some of the other sports books, once they complete the first set, it goes. So MGM and Caesars, I'm getting paid. Rune is a winner because the first set was completed and the other guy retired. They pay on who advances once the first set is complete. I was going to win it anyway because he was winning in the tiebreaker. It doesn't really matter. You moved the line, Don. Okay. But if you're moving, it seems like it's always moving the other way. Okay. Yeah, France, 6.5 -115 is all right. I mean, it's not all right. I probably would have put the brakes on at 6, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess you're not looking for 2 field goals. You're looking for them to win by a touchdown. At least I am, anyway. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna pick Duke -1.5. So yeah, that's fine. Jerry's still put under the door. I like that one. What's your opinion on Georgia versus Tennessee? I'm gonna be there. Well, shit, Eric, I got to give you a game if you're gonna be there. Going to a football game without a bet on it, it's like going to a whorehouse and jerking off. You got to have a bet on it. Okay. The square me. My son will call me the square me. Tennessee has played better teams. Tennessee can score points. Tennessee's the better football team. They're an 8-point underdog. Why wouldn't I take 8 points? Why wouldn't I? I mean, Georgia had some games where they looked a little slippery. Had leads, let leads get away. I get it. It's there. But I'm getting the best team in the country in 8 points, not the best team in the country in laying 8 points. If Georgia is down 14 or 17, they can't win. If Tennessee is down, they can come back. They got a quarterback that can score really, really fast. But the thing is, I don't have to win. They could lose by a touchdown. They could lose by, and I could still win. I'm taking the points. I'm going to take the points there if I had to. I think Tennessee could play with them. I'm not predicting an upset. I mean, they could. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if Tennessee's as good as we've seen, they can beat Georgia. Even though it's tough to win between the hedges, it's a tough place to play. They could win the game. I got 7 for almost even money. I don't know if I'd lay 7. I mean, I wouldn't want to because I mean, 'cause laying 7 is like laying fucking 9.5. You gotta, you're playing for a push. Factsman, you like Texas minus 2.5. I do. I bet it earlier in the week. It's still 2.5. It's one of my bigger games that I like. I'm all over Texas. No question about it. So yeah, so tonight, I gotta, like I say, I'm first half Duke against Boston College. I'm first half UConn against UMass. So I'm all over them too for tonight. Joe, tell Joe Work I want my lunch money back from 1984. He didn't give you the lunch money back from 84? I'll tell him. I'll get fucking pissed off too. Your thoughts on Baylor? Am I crazy to love him this week? John, you're not. You're not really crazy to love him this week. I mean, they made the board. I just couldn't pull a trigger on them, but I wouldn't have bet the other team. So I'll put it that way. So if you like them, if you love them, I liked them. How is Kansas a favorite? Great question. They came out of the fucking gate like a house on fire, didn't they? Now, they seem to have come down a little bit to earth. Thing about Kansas, though, they're going to score points. They seem to be able to score points or give you a fucking nervous breakdown, because they can get down, then they come up. The thing is, I think the Kansas thing is an overreaction to the game last week, the Oklahoma State game last week. Team gets beat, 54-0 or whatever the case is. Then automatically, then people are going to get turned off by because we remember the last thing we see. So, yes, Kansas will probably take some money. Oklahoma State probably bounce back. I didn't do the meatball yet. I still have it on. I still have it upstairs. I'm going to let you know about the meatball. I hope I don't like it because if they can make good meatballs there, I'm going to open up a fucking account. Oklahoma stings. Okay, we were mentioning Oklahoma State, though, weren't you, John? Or is that somebody else? Okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah, they do stink. You're right. Okay, Oklahoma, that's the game you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, they should be. I would think Baylor would have been favorite in this game, but that line's that is a little scary. I don't know why is Oklahoma that big of a favorite. Maybe they get off. Georgia's only a 5-point favorite now. Georgia's not a 5-point favorite, Kim. I mean, if they're a 5-point fucking favorite, then there must be a bunch of people suspended for that team because I don't see. Let's not missing something. See, you gotta understand. I put my bets in. Georgia's actually 9 now, so it's not 5. You can lay 5. I might lay 5. Astronomy was good. Shave looks good. My lady shaved their bush last week and asked me if I wanted to go down and go to work. I told her I'd be happy to unclog the drain. Yeah, Wes, listen. You got to, what do you call it? You got to lick it before you dick it. You know that. You got to take care of the lady, okay? You got to suck it before you fuck it. You got to taste it before you baste it. Wes, come on. You're a West Coast guy. You know the drill. You go down there. And listen, if you get some whiffs, sometimes you're going to get some whiffs. Sometimes you might get ass whiffs. You fight it. You tough it out. You fucking bite the pencil. You bite the number 2 pencil. Free your wife. You go down there like a fucking trooper and you finish the job. Because if you need a couple of G's, she's there for you. Yeah, part some hair. It's like Oliver said. Just fucking spread it out. Give her a comb over and just fucking bam, go down there. Take one for the team. Anyway, you guys are getting me off track with fucking astronomies and fucking Texas A&M lost 5 in a row in favorite, like Florida this weekend. Yeah, problem with that one is you need a team you can trust. Florida fucking sucks. Texas A&M sucks. You got to find out what team is going to suck more to make a bet like that. So I'm always pretty apprehensive about them kind of games. It's Bears give it to Miami this week. I don't think so, Mike. I think they might be able to hang. I think I don't know. I don't like the offense. I mean, didn't the Bears have a fire sale this week? Giving away all the fucking good players, and they got this one wide receiver. Oregon State plus 4.5 the right side. I'll be honest with you, I didn't make a bet on the game. I'm really not a big one. You don't really see many West Coast games from me, right? Not that I don't know about them. I don't want to know about them. I don't have the time to be, looking at them. I think Oregon State's the better team in getting points, but they're not home. And I can, right? They're on the road, right? Oregon State, they'd have to be. So I don't know. I think Notre Dame beats Clemson. How do you like that? I think Notre Dame beats Clemson. Not my Pepto-Bismol upset special. I'll tell you what. Okay, it is my Pepto-Bismol upset special. But here's the thing. Here's where we're going to run into a little snag. +4 is not a good Pepto-Bismol upset special. I'm going to tell you why. Because I think I got, what was it? Where's my tickets? I think I got 160 with Notre Dame, +160. So instead of getting 4, I look at it like this. I'm laying 2.5 because unless they win by 1, but I mean, for the most part, it's not going to happen. They're not going to win by 1. You ain't going to get paid at BetUS, Kim, so don't play there. They fuck everybody. They'll slow pay you or no pay you. I know people that got fucked for tons of money there, but it's at your own risk. Just trying to don't kill the messenger. So my upset, here's how I look at it. Clemson is the weakest group of the top 7. They shouldn't be a top 7 team. They got scares. They're not what they were in the past. They just got too many holes. I don't, they could have been beaten a couple times this year. So I am not. Do I trust Notre Dame offense against Clemson's defense? I trust them at home. I might not trust them in. Look, Notre Dame's better than Syracuse. Syracuse had them fucking beat. Syracuse had. If it wasn't for the refs, Syracuse goes into fucking Clemson and beats them. And Notre Dame's better than Notre Dame's better than Syracuse. I know that. So I mean, at home, I think it's a game where Notre Dame could win the game. Again, what my suggestion on this upset is, I would take half your money and take +4. And the other half bet the money line, because I would sure as hate the fuck have one of them games, which could be a close game. It probably should be. And when there is a close game, I always kind of lean towards the home team. Find a way to win the game late. But if you happen to lose the game by a point or 2 or 3, at least you got something. I wouldn't go balls deep on everything with money line. I mean, I did. I played them both. I put them +4 and money line. So that's what I would suggest you guys do for our upset. So we got our Pepto-Bismol upset special out of the way. It's going to be the Fighting Irish and Notre Dame. Another game I want to discuss. Can't figure it out, but I do know one thing. I do know that this whole BCS thing, teams that want to go, the teams that they want to go, it's all rigged. At the end of the day, the bowl committee wants to see 2 SEC teams, Tennessee, Alabama, or Georgia. They want to see 2 of them, and they want to see Michigan and Ohio State. Or perhaps if you had another good Big Ten team that, but in a perfect world, that's what you would get. No one from the West Coast is going. There's no Pac-10 team going. TCU belongs there. They beat 5 fucking ranked teams, and they score points. I mean, TCU, which is also going to be our bet this week, -8 against Texas Tech. They're home. They beat 5 ranked teams. They're being disrespected. I mean, how aren't they ranked above a lot of these teams who haven't played anyone? I don't know. I mean, they score 45 points a game. Texas Tech is fucking spinning. Lost 4 to 5 games. To me, that's just ridiculous the way they're playing. It's been shit. Last week they lost by 28 fucking points. I mean, this Dugan, this quarterback for Texas, for TCU, he might be the smartest quarterback in college football. He's efficient. He don't make mistakes. He's really, really smart. They're good. They're real good. But we don't want to see TCU in the Final Four because we'd rather see Alabama or Georgia or Michigan and Ohio State, because that's what's going to happen. The loser of Michigan and Ohio State will get the fuck in. The loser of Tennessee and Georgia, or somehow find a way for Alabama to get in. Yeah, that's what they want. They want high-profile teams. It's just like, and we're starting college basketball this week. It's actually starting. I do tell John, didn't I tell you TCU all year? I said, beginning of the year, watch, they're going to do damage this year. They're a team that's going to be fucking, you don't want to fuck with them. So we all love that Cinderella story in college basketball. Again, which I said, I think is actually some of the games are starting Saturday, but by next week we'll be starting up college basketball. But at the end, we all like them fairy tale stories, the Loyola Chicagos, the fucking George Masons. It's great. The first week, oh yeah, did you see that shot? But at the end, what do we want to see? Last year we seen Kansas and North Carolina. We want to see Duke. We want to see the big Kentuckys. We want to see the good teams. And the bowl committee wants to see the good teams. And refs will fucking do anything possible. They'll do anything fucking possible to make sure that you fuck a team like TCU. They'll do anything possible because no one wants. TCU's been a stepchild to Texas their whole life. They've been a stepchild to every team in the fucking Big 12, their whole life. Now all of a sudden TCU is going to play Michigan. Come on. Nobody wants to see that. I do because I think they're really, really good. But that's just, anyway, Texas Tech, I'm going to lay 8 points there. And I'd be stunned if they didn't fucking blow that team out. I'd be stunned. So right now, what have we accomplished? So far on Saturday, our Pepto-Bismol upset special is going to be Notre Dame. Our 2 plays, North Carolina -7 over Virginia, good play. TCU -8 against Texas Tech, very, very good play. We're going to hop on some teasers. We know Friday is set, right? I got to win this fucking Troyes game. It's in the 74th minute. Otherwise, my parlay ain't going to do shit. Friday night, we're covered tonight. Duke over Boston College. I got them in the first half -5.5. UConn -8 over UMass in the first half. We're good there. You know about my washing my hand story before I pissed. Got that covered. So before I get into the teasers and finish this up, fuck, I'm at 31 minutes. I'm supposed to be done wrong. 126 games on Monday. Don't blow it all on Monday. Yeah, no, I mean, Corey, you know me. You know what I do in college basketball. I stick with a couple of conferences. I like the MAC, not the one we see on Thursday, but play a lot of teams. I play George Washington's, James Madison's, a lot of the Colonial. I play a lot at Richmond, Virginia Commonwealth. I play a lot of them teams. So yeah, ACC, some ACC teams I do well with. So here, let's forget about college basketball. We got to get through this weekend before they start. Yeah, Dugan could run, Johnny. You're right. He is. He's a hell of a fucking. He moves the chains. All right, so here's my dilemma. You guys tell me what you think. I said that Holger Rud would win this tournament. I really thought he could. I thought he had a shot. I put a couple bucks on him to do it. And no, I'm not going to hedge on it. He's playing really good tennis. He had Alcaraz beat today until he quit. I mean, he was a couple points away in a tiebreaker of ending the match, but that fucking pussy quit. But that's fine. The problem is Felix is playing really good. What is it? Alijam? I just call him Felix because I don't want to fucking Aujour Aliassime. Fuck that. He's fucking Black Felix. Black Canadian Felix. I like him, though. He's one of my favorite players. Rune can beat him. He could beat him at plus 184. Here's my issue. They played 8 days ago, 7 days ago. A really tough match. The scoreline's not going to show you. The scoreline's going to show you that Felix beat him in straight sets. I think it was 6-4, 7-5. But the opportunities Rune had and some mistakes that he made, some double faults, it was a lot closer than that score indicated. So I think they're both playing a level where either one could win. Felix might be playing a little bit better, but at plus 184, he's not that much better. So then I got to thinking, I said, you know what? Their serves have been holding up this whole tournament. I don't think you're going to see many breaks. Or if you do, you might see one each. So I think 22.5 going over, you can see 3 sets. Now, remember, on the last video I gave you an over on the Cam Nori match, and it went 3 sets, and we did fine. I'm going to give you overs if I think a set is going to go 7-5, 7-6, or 7-5, 6-4, depending on the number, or if I think it's got 3 sets written all over it. This has 3 sets written all over it, but 7-5, 7-5, 7-5, 7-6, that very, very possible to bring it over as well. So yeah, I definitely like the over in the Rune Felix match tomorrow at 9 a.m. on the East Coast. Cassidy Cash from me. Always bet against Coco. She's a fraud. Yeah, I mean, I can't. You can't hold grudges when you gamble, John. Seriously, I've been that route where I'm chasing a fucking player, and bang, it winds up fucking me. And Kazakina actually was one of them. Did you find she actually came out of the closet and admitted she's gay? I thought she was straight her whole life. Cute girl. I mean, I figured somebody was dicking her. Now it looks like a girl was licking her. But yeah, she's out of the closet. Fucking shocked. And my girl, who I really, really like, the Romanian, what's her name? She's suspended for 4 fucking years. What the hell's her name? My mind just fucking went blank because I haven't seen her play. You know what I'm talking about. She's a great player. Just her mind is skipping me. What do you think UConn Mass under 40? I don't know. I don't think Mass is going to score much, so I don't know. I call him FAA. Don't know that. 126 games. I can't wait till NCAA basketball. Okay. Yeah. So I think the safer play is over on that tennis match tomorrow. So if you guys are up, Rune, Felix, Alijin, whatever his fucking name is, over 22.5 games total. All right, let's get down to teasers and NFL, and I can get the fuck out of here. I am in traffic now on my way to the casino. Good job, Dom. Knock them dead. Casinos are good. All right, let's do teasers. Let's get these out of the way. College teasers, 10-point teasers. That's what people like. That's what we win at. So why not keep doing them? Again, I know most of you don't play them. Fuck you if you don't. For the ones that do, cash them and make some money. Marine, my man, in the classroom, got in late. Hope everything is okay. Yeah, everything is good. Marine, glad you're here. Be back on Monday, but we're going to finish this up. If any part you missed, just hit rewind. Be kind and rewind. All right, teasers. 10-point teasers. If I like TCU at -8, I got 11 plus 2, right? I'm going to do that. LSU is a 13-point underdog against Alabama. They might beat Alabama. They might not, but they'll stay with them. They could stay with them. And if they don't stay within 13, they'll stay within 23. I'm going to take LSU plus 23 from 13 up to 23. So that'll be my game. Then obviously a very good number, Texas at -2.5 to plus 7.5. Texas would have to lose by more than 2 scores. I don't think they'll lose the game at all. So my 3-team teaser on the 10-point variety would be TCU, LSU, and Texas. So TLT. So that's what we're gonna do. Where's that called JJ? I don't know. He must be blowing somebody. I don't know where he is. And how much was you when you left? Looking forward to Kevin. I play Hold'em, no limit. Looking forward to seeing you in Tahoe in December. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, definitely. I was up probably about 12,000 when I left. It wasn't really a big game we were playing, so it was. I like to get into bigger ones, but that's fine. I'll take that. I know, 12 dimes is nothing to sneeze at, so I'll take that. All right, so the 6.5-point teaser, guys. Here's what I would do, and again, some of your questions I didn't answer because I knew I was going to come to this point. So I mentioned a question about Florida State and Miami. I'm gonna for your 6.5-point teaser, guys. Obviously, TCU from -6 to -1.5 obviously makes sense. Obviously, North Carolina -7 to -0.5 would mean Virginia would have to beat them outright. Makes sense. I think Florida State -7.5 to -1.5 to -1 makes sense. Now you got to understand something. I'm a Miami guy. There's no team in the world I hate more than Florida State. And hey, Susie, you're late for the game, but that's all right. I'm glad to see you. You can always hit rewind. So yeah, I think I just can't see Miami winning. They've been so fucking shaky. When they can't score in Virginia, there's a fucking problem. I don't know, Peter, you're late too, but that's okay. You're still part of the team. Or I know there's a late bloomers. Maybe we should be starting this thing at 6. I don't know. But yeah. So as far as the college teasers, again, the 6.5 point or 6 points, TCU, Florida State, North Carolina. The 10 points, TCU, LSU, and Texas. Like I said, Friday, I did bet Duke and I did bet UConn. All right, so we got that out of the way. Let's go to the NFL because that's what you guys like. Where are my NFL notes? To be honest with you, I don't have a really big NFL card. I made 2 bets in the NFL all week, but I think I can throw some teasers at you. I bet the Minnesota Vikings at -3.5. Bought it down. I bought it a full point because it was the 2.5. Not that I care. I don't think I needed it, but it's now 3. -3 makes it a strong bet. 3 is so much better than 3.5 for you 9 buyers. Sorry, PT facts. Is that post-traumatic syndrome or period time or physical therapy? If it's one of them, but if it's period time, I understand it. But I think it's physical therapy because you were injured. You did have surgery. You sound like you have a sore throat. No, I don't have a sore throat. I blew a guy this afternoon. I needed a ride. That's why. Sorry. I just got to be honest with you. I'm for being very transparent. He was a good-looking guy too, and plus he mowed my lawn, so I kind of call it a push. Anyway, Sunday, Vikings. Vikings should beat. Vikings should beat the Redskins. They're the Redskins. Fuck it. Kirk Cousins coming home. I'm not a big guy on their quarterback. I know that Heineke makes some plays, but he also loses some games. No, I don't. I'm not buying it. I'm all the way with Minnesota. For you people who aren't from this area, the stadium won't be sold out. There'll probably be about 20,000 Viking fans there. Got word that Vikings are traveling here. We have a big client base. We have a big fan base of Vikings here. You will see a lot of purple in that stadium on Sunday if you watch it. So I'm not going to really buy into the home crowd there. Plus, there hasn't been a home crowd in fucking DC in 20 years. Other game I like, Patriots -5.5. I mean, I don't like to say. I kind of keep everything exactly the same. There's a time when I would rate games out. I would, yes, my see, Run Pure Sports. Yeah, that's it. I got it on. It's not an Under Armour. Look, JJ got it for me. Run Pure Sports. Anyway, think about this for a second. You got the Patriots at home. All they have to win by is a touchdown. It's 5.5 points. You got a coach in Belichick who fucking feasts in his whole career on inexperienced or rookie quarterbacks. This Ellinger is gonna be in all fucking confused, and he's on the road, and their running back I think is hurt now. Their best player is hurt. I am all over the Patriots -5.5. I mean, I think they fucking what do you call it? You believe this motherfucker just scored a goal in the 90th minute? Wow, this really sucks. 90th minute, and now for sure you guys got to pound the two teams tonight because that's going to cost me $4,000. That 90th minute goal. Anyway, that's besides the point. Thanks, Ray. Nice to see you too. I know you were here a little early. So yeah, Patriots are going to be they're going to destroy the Colts, I think. So I'll try to find a 10-point teaser for you guys. I figured it came first off because it couldn't be for the game. I would say that would be way different line, but I didn't want to say anything. So here's our teaser, 10-point teaser. I'm going to use obviously the Patriots from 5.5 to +4.5. I think they're going to win by 2 touchdowns. Why wouldn't I do that? Here's one I have to use. I have to use the Vikings. I know it's +7. It's not a teaser number. It's not a great teaser number for a 3-point teaser because it could actually fall. It could fall 7. It won't, but it could. But it's not a smart number to tease, but I'm not really worried about the game, so I'm going to use them. And I like Seattle +12. I think Seattle +12 can stay with they probably should beat that team, not stay with them. So yeah, I definitely like Seattle +12. Geno Smith is playing unbelievably good for a guy that sucked. 6.5-point teaser plays. These are numbers. These are numbers that we're teasing. Obviously, the Patriots +1. Cincinnati from -7 to -0.5 on a 6.5-point teaser, which means as long as the game don't end in a tie and they don't lose, you're okay with Cincinnati. They'll win. I like the Jets. I mean, if I found 11.5, that'd be great to tease them to 17.5. I mean, I think that's a great number. But 11 to 17 is still good, I think. But I mean, I'm looking for 11. I'm looking for 11.5 to go to 17.5 with the Jets. So that'd be the case. In Kansas City, if I can tease them from 13 down to 6.5, then yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. The Jets I can get with 6.5. I would get 17.5. I apologize. So yeah, the Jets are good +17.5. Kansas City from 13. I'd have to win by 2 touchdowns. I could tease them down to -6.5. I don't have to win by 1 touchdown. Big difference, 13 and 6.5. So those are good options for you guys that like the 6.5-point teasers. The Patriots, Kansas City, Jets, Patriots, Kansas City, Jets, and Cincinnati. And then obviously, the 2 teams that I have. So I'm pretty much heavy on the Patriots and Vikings. Damn, I did 44 minutes. I said I wasn't going to do it. I know I probably didn't answer all the questions. Your hubby's waiting for you to call him. Why? He wants to do a threesome? I was fucking... So, last night I was fucking 2 girls short of a threesome. You know how fucking close I was. JD loves. I don't, friend. For the record, I don't talk to my son about games. I talk to him about other. You know, we do. If he loves the Cardinals, that's great, and he probably might be right, but maybe the Cardinals don't. Maybe they win by 1-11. I didn't bet the Cardinals. I said it's a great teaser option, and I'll take advantage of that. But yeah, it's not. You know, people say, "What do you and your son get together and talking like who you like and who you should, what games you should or shouldn't give out?" I could personally give a fuck what he gives out. I mean, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but he's got his own opinion. He's a smart kid. He makes money. You know, I mean, we both do our thing. Sometimes, sometimes I carry him, sometimes he carries me, and sometimes we fucking both, sing together. I mean, it's just the way it is. But he says you're not looking good today, but he's not talking to you until you call him. He says you're looking good today. All right, we'll see. So we'll see what happens. All right, there, honey. We'll see what we can come up with. All right, so back on Monday. I'm sorry if I didn't answer a lot of your posts there. Hey Abe, how you doing? Great for you to stop by. I'm just ready to say goodbye, but you can always hit rewind. Some good stuff in there, some good plays. Hopefully you can get on them. All right, guys. Yeah, so 46 minutes is enough. Have a good weekend. I'm not going to say gamble responsibly. I can give a fuck if you gamble responsibly. If you don't, it's on you. It's not on me. I'm not telling you to gamble. My son, please gamble responsibly. He gives a fuck. You don't care how you gamble. Just use your head. Don't be stupid is basically what he's trying to say. But anyway, I'm going to end the broadcast as always. Enjoy the weekend. Make some money. Abe, rewind it. I got more than one cut. So haircut and shave today. So make some money. Have a great weekend. I'm going to end this broadcast like I always do. Have a great day. Good luck.